Thinking about my baby. Thinking about my baby. Yeah. Alright, so well, it's alright if we're going strong. We gotta get right back. You said you like that 70s and 80s, 70s and 60s music. Where we're coming from. Love is good. Love can be strong. We gotta get right back. That's some good music back then. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I got sunshine. I got mosquitoes. Alright, alright, I'm gonna start tossing out some predictions. But you know what? And it's dark in here. It's gonna be more skeeters. I got skeeters. It's gonna be more of a guessing game because I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm not really up on the day to day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a day to day dude when it comes to guessing. And the first time I did it, I failed miserably. But, one reason why, because I don't have enough information, or I didn't. And now I'm starting to look at baseball. I even watched the Braves play Cincinnati for about a good, 15 minutes. And was just trying to figure out some things. So here's my, trying to get some of this on me so I don't get all bitten up. Waiting for this eclipse too. It's supposed to end at 3. Don't know when it's coming through Ohio. But I'm gonna just throw some stuff out there. I was looking at the schedule. Cleveland's playing Boston. Boston, one of the most racist cities in the whole world. But they're playing Boston. Southie. Goodwill Hunting. They're from Boston. Boston. And crabs. Boston. Was it lobster? Crabs, lobster. And where's that Maine? I don't know. So, but here's what I feel. Just throwing it out there, Sanchez. Here's what I feel. I just feel. I just got this. Like I said, on a day to day, I'm really not that good. But I think they're going to lose tonight. Now, I'm not saying that to be some type of, protagonist or try to just throw out something just because. Well, I try to look at the rhythm of things. I don't know. I'm better on long term than I am short term, but these games, okay. These games to me, I look at these games, I'm going, because I don't really know too much about baseball, I'm going, like, to be on a winning streak, even though you lose a few, it's still, you're a winning team. To stay a winning team, to have that moniker over you, winning team. You know what I mean? Even if you're not, in, second, first place or whatever, you know, even better if you're going up against second, third place teams. I think Boston is like second place in the American League. I don't know. Sanchez, help me out. I could be wrong. And I was looking at who, when they played Boston already, and the losses and wins. Just like I was looking at New York and their losses and wins. I was going, okay, they got New York up next after Boston. After what, 3 or 4 games coming up? I think they're going to break even. I think it's going to be a 2-2. I think when they hit New York, they might run into a problem at the beginning, but at the end they're going to bring it out. See, that's what I think is going to happen. I think the rhythm of of the Cleveland Indians is to stay a winning team, but I really think, being that they are a winning team, their struggle with some of these top tier teams. Try saying that fast 3 times. Top tier teams, top tier teams. With these top tier teams, I think the struggle, like the struggle's gonna be there, but they can beat these teams if they wanted to. But okay, it, let's break it down like this in basketball. When LeBron plays, I believe he's just like a vehicle. There's how fast a vehicle can go. Then there's how fast a vehicle can go. You know, but there's the law that says this vehicle should only be able to go 100 miles an hour. Then there's the capability of the vehicle that it could actually do 160. You know, but it's registered at 100 miles an hour. I think it's the same thing for these athletes. I think they're told to only go so much, only give so much percent. I think they're a lot better than what we actually can see, but it would be so lopsided if they got out there and just slaughtered everybody that people would lose interest. I just think Cleveland is that team this year that, they can go out and pretty much do what they want at will. But what's the excitement in that? Cleveland rolls over everybody. It's like, so what? And now, when you look at, always, bring, Steph Curry and them into it, because let's just face it, they're not going to have any competition unless there's some major moves going on, in basketball. But even when they were playing against LeBron and his crew, Cleveland, they could have just rolled them over all 4 games and been done with it. They had help from the refs. You see what I mean? They had help from the referees. Other than that, they could have discarded Cleveland. And that's just that. Even though LeBron is so good, he's only but so good because you have, a team that has a top 4, their top 4 just dynamite, plus their bench was dynamite. And yes, Sanchez, thank you for bringing that up, that Cleveland didn't have a good bench. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm talking about Cavaliers. So when I'm looking at this in a holistic way, which I try to do as much as possible, I'm going, Cleveland Indians is that team this year. There are other teams that have a better record than they do. There are other teams that may seem better to people. But I'm telling you, the winning spirit is with them, like the force is with them, like the baseball gods that be, to me, from what I can see, are with them. But I think there has to be not necessarily a Cinderella story, but there has to be some friction. They just can't let these guys roll over everyone. So New York is coming up. That's gonna, what? I'm just gonna be honest. I might tune into a game. I haven't watched baseball in 30 years. But as I was watching that Braves game and I was watching that pitcher, throw the ball all over the damn place, trying to throw some breaking fastballs and hitting 96 mile an hour, I was like, good grief, 96 mile an hour used to be, hard to do. Now it's these young guys are doing it, But I'm interested in that. I'm interested in the linear, the capabilities of these guys. You know what I mean? It's pretty boring to me for the most part, but I might tune in for maybe an inning or two just to, look at some strategies and stuff like that. But I think Cleveland's going to lose tonight to Boston, but I think they're going to break even. I just got the feeling that they're going to break even for Boston. I think they're going to beat New York 3-1, but I think Boston's going to be 2-2. And I think there's going to be a story behind that. Now, do I think Cleveland can beat Boston flat out? Absolutely. Each game. I think they can beat them flat out. You know, I just don't even. I think if they wanted to, they can smash Boston. Then I think they got KC coming up again. I don't. That's no competition for them. Kansas City Royals is just like Cleveland Cavs playing against the Celtics, Boston Celtics. It's like these are two boss teams, but one team is just all out better. It's like playing with your food. And you're like, wait a minute, these guys are juggernauts in there. It doesn't matter. They're just not good enough to beat Cleveland Cavs. And I think the same thing with Kansas City and, the Indians. They're just not good enough to beat them and put them away. But to make it a game, they may lose to them. They may put some third stringers in there and lose to them. As far as Boston is concerned, I think Boston is good enough to make it a show. And it's not a show unless people get excited about it. Because you don't want them to have that, so what, Donald Gilbert? It'll be like, Donald, yo, did you see the game? It'd be like, so what? Cleveland, rolled over them 11-0. Big deal. And if that happened, what do you think is going to happen the next game? Especially if they did it twice. Would you want to see the third game? Answer is no. You're going to be like, so what? The people who will see it or tune into it or go to it, it'd be like I have season tickets. I'm obligated. It'd be a waste of money if I don't. But the people at home will be like, we already know who's going to win. It'll be as boring as the basketball championships this year. And as predictable. And that's not what you want. See, the players, the people, the Geppettos of this world don't want you to get bored. They want you to be excited about the game. So I say 2-2. Maybe 3-1. Nah, it would feel better to me if Boston came out. If Boston came out, 2-2, Cleveland, Boston, 2-2, it would be more of a story to me. It would be more, yeah, look at Boston. They're in second place. It'd be more, yeah, look at Cleveland. Are they going to beat them? It'll do what it's doing to me now, making me want to watch. But I'm throwing that out there. Now, will I check into Cleveland and in the Yankees? Oh, yeah. I might scan that game. I won't watch a whole game. It's just too boring. But I want to listen and watch some pitchers. I want to scope out, a couple second and third basemen. You about to get injured. You're about to get injured, and it's going to be a groin injury. Second baseman, New York. You're going to get injured. Second game, second baseman, New York gets injured. Boom, groin injury. He's going to have to sit it down for about maybe 3 weeks. I'm just saying that's why I be scoping. I be scoping like, you the big name. You the big name dude. Big name dude comes up the bat. He gets binged in the head. Helmet comes off. He's still down. Lightweight concussion and carry him off the field. He's dizzy. Help him off the field. He's out. You think that's an accident? Saying it's your boy Tone 202, man. MLB is fixed, Sanchez. I'm sorry. Working my way back to you, babe.